Good morning. Thursday, March 6th. Let's talk about stress. Let's talk about worry, because I can guarantee you, no matter where you're at in life, whether you're rich or poor, conservative or liberal, no matter where you're at in life, you are going to end up with stress and worry. And I want to talk to you about what I've experienced as a medium. So when we pass away as humans, we go through a life review. We're going to look at our life, all the things that we did, all the things that we didn't do. I want to talk to you about two of the major regrets that I get from spirit consistently. The first warning, though, it's really important. And it's not really the focus of what I want to talk about today, but I want to bring it up for a reason. Don't waste your one precious life hating your neighbors. Okay? Whether you're a conservative person or a liberal person, there is an incredible political divide right now in this world. Okay? Like in our country, it's weird. And I can see neighbor hating neighbor. This person on this side hating this person on that side. That has been intentionally done to us. That has been intentionally done to us. Don't waste your life as a Catholic hating the Protestants, as a Jewish person hating the Muslims, as a conservative hating the liberals. Don't waste your one precious life being trained to hate your neighbor. Now, on the other side of that, don't waste your one precious life worrying about things you cannot control. So I'm human, and that will happen to me. I'll get caught up in the mind, and the mind will worry. I want to talk to you about the mind and why I love tarot so much. So one of the cards that I picked was the Wheel of Fortune. And I was like, I was hoping for a swords card. And then on the other side of this card was the Nine of Swords. So this is known as the Nightmare card. But let me tell you why I love the swords cards representing the mind. It takes skill and grace to use a sword. If you are a swords person, you are gonna have to train on how to use it. If you don't know how to use a sword with skill and grace, you are going to hurt yourself and other people around you. That's like any other tool, like your car, but like anything that's a tool. If you don't know how to use it, it's going to hurt you or other people. Okay. Your mind is a tool. Your mind is repeating back to you what it's been taught. The same part of you that incessantly worries about that one thing over and over and over again is the same part of your mind that learned the English language and the alphabet. Okay, here is something that I'm going to recommend that you do. I want you right now in this moment to think of something that stresses you out, whether it's national politics, whether it's something in your family, but I want you to think about something that you really can't control. There's very little that I can do personally in terms of shifting the tide nationally and politically. Okay. Let's think about other things in our life that we can't control. Like, for instance, what other people think of us. You know, if you're in a workplace and you feel like you're being isolated or manipulated or what have you, don't worry about what other people think about you, because that's one, none of your business, and two, you really can't control that. And you shouldn't define yourself by that. So think of that thing. And then this is what I want you to do. This is where affirmations come in. And affirmations, repetitive phrases to ourselves work because we're training the brain. We're training the brain to repeat that back to us. So for instance, I've been worried about a particular thing in my life, but I can't really do a thing about it. So I'm not going to waste my one precious life worrying about something that I can't control. I want you to think about the thing that you're worried about, stressed out about right now that you really can't do anything about, and then repeat after me. I'm not going to waste my one precious life worrying about. I'm not going to waste my one precious life worrying about. I'm not going to waste my one precious life worrying about. You only have one life to live. You cannot spend these precious days flipping out, worried, out of control over things that you can't control. The other card that I pulled was the Wheel of Fortune, and there is indeed a sword in it. So let's think about the choice that you can make today. You can tell yourself, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to waste my one precious life worrying about this thing. Think about that. Think about today, March 6th, where you're going to be next year, March 6th. If you continue to worry about these things, you can't do anything about it. If there's something that you can do something about, you better do it. But there's so much in our life that we can't control that we find ourselves incessantly worrying about because the mind has been trained to. So let's take a shift. Let's turn the dial. Let's start anew. Let's walk into the next day, today, the next week, month, year, knowing that we should not worry about these things that we can't control. That's the message from Spirit today, and that's the message from Tarot. Thank you for being here. To learn more about me, find my books, meditations, podcasts, all that good stuff, find me online at joshsimons.com.